What's going on, everyone? Amer the Hammer here. I'm going to show you how to make my healthy protein vanilla pancakes. They taste amazing. Best of all, they're jam-packed with nutrients and energy to give you right before your workout or right in the morning when you wake up. They're very, very simple to make. 6 ingredients, that's all it takes. I'm going to get the last 2 and we're going to get started. So let's go through the ingredients. We have our egg whites. What are egg whites good for? Protein, high source of protein, very low in carbohydrates. Almond milk, extracted from almonds, healthy source of fats, tastes great, and it adds a great texture to your pancakes as well. They're a bit thick, almost like a milk texture, so you're gonna get a nice pancake texture when you make it. The next ingredient is our whey protein. It's vanilla flavored, so we don't have to add any vanilla or any chocolate flavoring. That's our flavoring in the pancakes. So whey protein. And next ingredient is our cinnamon. So a natural thermogenic, natural fat burner. We don't have to go out and buy fat burners. Put cinnamon on everything you eat and you're gonna be great. We have our oats. So these are gluten-free oats. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with them so we get it into a nice texture like a flour as well. And that's where our source of complex carbohydrates come from, our energy. And that's where they sustain throughout the day because they're complex. They're not simple sugars where they spike your insulin up and down throughout the day. We're gonna have that energy from morning to night, and that's what's gonna get you to burn fat and get that energy to last you for days, guys. So the last ingredient, bananas. What are bananas good for? They taste great, first of all. I love the sweetness, so we don't have to add any sugars in the pancake. That's where the sugar comes from, and it's jam-packed with nutrients. So you have your vitamins, your potassium, and that's a healthy pancake, guys. And that's where you're gonna have all the nutrients and the energy all coming together. We're gonna throw them in the blender. I'm gonna show you how to make it right now. It's very simple. We're gonna measure it out, so it's gonna make 2 pancakes total. I like to eat one right before my workout, and another one in the morning the next day for breakfast, or you can have them both if it's a very high carbohydrate day. So 1.5 cups of oats. That's what we're gonna be using in this. And we put the oats in first, always. And I'm gonna show you why. There we go, 1.5 cups of oats. What we're gonna do with that, we're gonna put the lid on here, and we're just gonna grind it up. So it's gonna look like a flour. That way we don't have to use flour into our pancakes when we can just use oats, grind them up, the texture is the same, and that way we replace bad ingredients, bad foods with good foods. There we go. So as you can see there, it's just like flour. Very thin, nice and grinded up, and we're ready to go. Add the next ingredients in. We're gonna put some almond milk. I'm not gonna measure this. It's very low in calories. I'm just gonna eyeball it just to get a nice liquid and nice texture there. There we go. For our egg whites, we're actually gonna add in 1/2 cup of egg whites. Okay, cinnamon. So we're just gonna add the cinnamon in. You don't need to measure it, just put as much as you want. Tastes great, so you know what? There's no negatives to eating it. Put as much as you want and it will taste great and you get the benefits out of it as well. The next ingredient I'm gonna use, the final ingredient that we're gonna put in to make these pancakes is our banana. So I'm just gonna use 1/2 a banana. We don't need to use too much. A medium-sized banana. And then we're just gonna put it all together. Grind it all together, blend it all together, and we're ready to go. It's very simple after this. It's like making a regular pancake the way you would normally. So the way we're able to do that is because we made the ingredients into that texture, in that form, that it would respond well when we put it in the pan to a normal pancake. So we don't have to really modify too much when we cook it, but I'm gonna cook with something else rather than olive oil that people normally would cook their food with. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna turn the stove on and I'm gonna get the pan nice and warm. So I'm just gonna get the pan warmed up, and then we're actually gonna use coconut oil. So coconut oil can be used for cooking. It can also be used for your skin. A very good source of fats, so we don't have to use olive oil, although olive oil is good. I like using coconut oil better, a lot more benefits to using it. So we're just gonna get that warmed up. You can check this out while that's warming up. Looks just like a regular pancake, right? So I'm gonna be posting different types of recipes chocolate, and so many different recipes that I've come up with. This is a very basic one. It's a very simple one that we can all do, and there's no excuse not to eat great when you can make something this great. Just smelling it tastes great, guys. So there's no excuse why you can't eat great and enjoy the food at the same time. So let's just get this warmed up. As it's warming up, I'm just gonna throw some coconut oil in there. We're gonna get this rolling. Okay, so we're gonna make one pancake right now. There we go. That's what one pancake looks like. And it's just like a normal pancake. So it's very simple to do. Keep it on one side, let it harden up. Takes about 2 to 3 minutes, flip it over, and you're all done. And I'm gonna show you what sweetener I use on top as well. So it's actually agave nectar. So the benefits to this, it's a natural sweetener, but it's also one of the lowest glycemic sugars that there are. So in comparison to table sugar and other sugars that you find, this is one of the lowest glycemic and one of the best to use. And we're gonna use 1 to 2 tablespoons on top, and that's what you're gonna have right before your workout. There we go. So the pancake is all ready to go. And I'm going to show you how I personally like to enjoy it. So we can all spice it up our own way. I like to put a bit of cinnamon on top. Then I'm going to put my nectar on top of that. There we go. 1 to 2 tablespoons. And we're all ready to go. So it honestly smells amazing. I don't know how I come up with these recipes, but they taste great. You know what, guys? This is probably the best I've ever made it. So you're really lucky to see it. And Aunt Jemima doesn't have anything on these, I'll tell you that.